Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Everyday Makeup Monday. So in these videos I just do very basic everyday makeup. Now I normally do these videos and I normally film them as I'm getting ready for a day at work. So I film very early in the morning and I generally don't have a plan. Now today I have a plan. It is 3:52 in the afternoon on a Tuesday afternoon and I've just been pottering around the house and I wanted to just sit down and play with some makeup, and I thought I'll dig out one of everything that I haven't used in the longest time, that I haven't used on my channel because I haven't used it in forever, and we'll see what my thoughts and feelings are on all of these products. So for Everyday Makeup Mondays, I don't wear foundation, I don't go crazy, I just do an everyday makeup look, something that I would genuinely wear. But I have a theme this time, so I have a few products here that I haven't used in forever. I'm going to be using the Revolution Soph palette. This is so broken, it's in bits and pieces, the packaging is completely broken, but I love this palette. The only problem is I can't tell you what colours I'm using because I've lost the sheet out of it. I'm also going to be using another product from Revolution. This is the Ultra Blush palette. I also haven't used this in the longest time. Now I've only ever used this shade before. I think I've maybe dipped into some of the others. I can't remember. I originally bought this as an eyeshadow palette. Obviously it's a blush palette. I'm more drawn to some of the other colours now. But that one at the bottom corner, on the bottom row, sorry, used to be my absolute favourite. That's the blush that got me into hot pink blushes. So I've got everything laid out here. I'm just going to dive straight on in. This isn't a Revolution video. It wasn't my intention to be using mostly Revolution products today, but that's just how it's gone. I have a lot of Revolution products that I just want to play with again. I want to see what my thoughts are in 2022 because I don't think I've used any of these products so far this year. They are probably out of date. I'm going to use them anyway. So firstly, I'm going in with the Conceal and Hydrate Concealer from Revolution. I can't remember what I think of this. Obviously, it's a hydrating concealer, but I can't remember what I think of this. I think this is one of the first concealers I ever bought after the collection Lasting Perfection. What's going on there? Maybe this has gone bad. That was like separating for a second then. It seems to have blended in now. But that almost looked like it had separated on my chin there. Weird. Okay, so that has all blended out really nicely now after that little problem that we had going on the chin. I don't know what happened there. It started to look like it was separating as I was blending it out, but it looks fine now, so I don't know what happened there. Really, really nice colour, really, really nice finish. It feels really nice and hydrating. I don't remember what the lasting power of this is, which is why I wanted to use it today. So I didn't want to be like going off to work and not knowing if my makeup was still going to be on my face at the end of the day. So glad I used it today. I will report back in the comment section down below how everything looks by the end of the day. So onto like bronzer contour. Pulled this out. This is the Maybelline Face Studio Contour V-Shape Duo Stick Contour and Highlight. I know that I liked this. My problem with this is that I have this in the shade 01 Light, by the way. My problem with this is I only ever used the contouring side, so it's obviously just going to wear down loads on that side. I don't like these like cream highlighter products. I don't generally get on with them. So I'm wondering, can I take a brush onto there? Because that's how I would prefer to use a contour product now, like a cream bronzery contoury thing. So I will wind this up a little bit more and take my usual contour brush and try and get some product onto there. I did used to just swipe this onto my face, but obviously it's worn down a bit now. I don't know if I think I'd get that lighter colour on there. So get some product onto my brush. That is quite cool toned. Okay, so that blended out really nicely. It was very, very pigmented. It's too much for down the sides of my nose. I feel like I look crazy, but I've honestly tried to blend that out. And I've also tapped over it with that concealer brush. Yeah, the nose looks a little bit crazy. But on the face, that looks really nice. It's just a touch too cool toned for me. I like to look a bit more bronzy than this. But for a contour, which is what it is a contour stick, but I like a cream contour bronzery in one step. So I'm just going to get a bronzer. I'll just wash a little bit of this e.l.f. Contour palette though. Is that gonna be... No, this one's warm enough. Right, I'll use that. I'll use a little bit of this e.l.f. bronzer. Oh god, I forgot how pigmented that was. Oops. Oh, I'm not having a good day. I'm not having a good day. I think we might have rescued that. I mean, I should have known because there's so much kickback in that pan. I should have known that was going to be so pigmented. So, on to possibly my favourite step now, blush. And I need to decide which one I want to use. I don't know what I'm going to do on my eyes yet. I'm thinking maybe this one, you know. It's like peachy. Okay, also very, very pigmented. Noted. That's a really, really beautiful shade. I feel like this is a really great palette if you don't know what you like. I think that it is a great, like, dip your toe in product because you can try out loads of different shades and undertones and get to know what you like. So for highlighter, I'm also going in with a Revolution product. This is the Revolution Skin Kiss highlighter in the shade Ice Kiss. So the packaging is like a beautiful frosted gold metallic. And are these a dupe, packaging wise, for the Charlotte Tilbury highlighters? I don't have the Charlotte Tilbury highlighters, but from what I've seen online, this looks like it. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have it, but I'm just going to lightly tap into there and swirl this on. I know that these are intensely pigmented, so, and intensely reflective. So I'm going to just swirl this and keep on swirling to get rid of the glittery glitters because I know that this has it, but it is a really beautiful shimmer. So for brows, I have this brow pencil from Rimmel. This is just the eyebrow pencil in the shade 01 Dark Brown. Now I have just sharpened this. I haven't used this in forever. I can't remember what I think of it, so I will do my brows and then I will tell you what my thoughts are on this. Okay, so if I sit like this, you can't tell how wonky they are. That's absolutely not a reflection on the pencil. I actually found that really, really easy to use. The colour is perhaps a little warmer than what I would normally go for, but it was like quite a firm pencil so I could get those hair strokes in, but it was also creamy enough that when I've gone over with just a clean brow spoolie, it has just sort of meshed all of the colour in together, filled it all in. I've just found another gap. Fairly happy with those, actually. My eyebrows are so different. This one starts so much further down. So if you ever see my eyebrows looking like they belong on two completely different people's faces, I know. I'm aware as well. Thank you very much. So I'm going to just jump straight on in to the eyeshadow now. So this is the Soph and Revolution Ultra eyeshadows, 24 Ultra Professional eyeshadows. I absolutely loved this palette when I first got it. I specifically really liked this like bluey brownie shade. It has a really beautiful shift to it. I don't want to do anything too dramatic today. I do have another video that I want to film today. So do I do the green? No, I've done loads of green. Maybe the purple. Is that what I want to do though? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go in with a big fluffy brush, and I will just talk you through what I'm doing and then I'll do it because I'm going to have to put this down. So I'm going to go in with this shade here. I don't have the names for any of these. I'm going to go in with this shade here all through the crease. I'm going to go in a little bit with these two on the outer corner, maybe do a bit of like a smoky liner, and then I'm going to go in with the purple shade on the lid and blend that out into the crease. And if I want an inner corner highlighter, which we all know I do, I will go in with this shade just above the purple that is like a nice pinky undertone. So I'm just going to speed you through the magic of editing. I will speed you through this. Okay, so that was a lot more intense than I was expecting it to be. I wanted this to be quite soft and subtle, and it's turned quite dark and intense. But I don't mind. Like I said, I'm just at home all day today, so I don't mind looking a little bit heavier today. They blend out so nicely. Honestly, Revolution eyeshadows are phenomenal for the price. I think this palette was like £10. I did get it quite a few years ago, so I don't know if the price has changed, but Revolution eyeshadows in general are phenomenal. That inner corner highlight is so pretty. Let me just put my palette back together. For eyeshadow, I don't remember buying this. I think this is yet another mascara that was like a gift with purchase type of thing. So this is the Maybelline The Colossal Go Extreme. I can't remember the last time I used this. It's got a natural bristled brush, so in theory I should like it. Okay, so that's 2 coats of mascara on the top lashes and 1 coat on the bottom lashes. I really like that. I don't know why I haven't been using that. It's lengthening. It's not too clumpy. I like a clumpy lash, but this isn't too clumpy. I feel like other people would like this. I like that. I like how that looks. It's really, really black. I will report back if this smudges on me throughout the day. That's the only thing. Like, maybe I didn't like it because it smudged on me. I don't know. Why haven't I been using that? That's great. So for the lips, I have 2 options. I have this sleek pencil Power Plump lip crayon in the shade Colossal Coral, and my other option is this from L'Oreal. This is one of the liquid ink rouge things that I can never remember the name of. Like, I think looking at both of them, I probably prefer the sleek one, just because that sort of matches in with the blush a bit more. We'll apply it and see how we feel. I will just wipe that off the back of my hand. Okay, so the colour is very pretty. It feels plumping on the lips, which I don't mind. I quite like that feeling. Does it go? Possibly, yeah. It's not too bad. Maybe I just need more blush. This is really starting to get quite tingly. Okay, so a bit more blush, and I feel like that looks a bit more cohesive now. This is really starting to hurt. I like a plumper, but this is starting to feel quite painful. If it starts to ease off soon, then we'll be okay, but if this lasts for very much longer, I'm gonna have to take that off. It's like right across my cupid's bow. That is warming. That is warming my soul. So that is the finished look. A full face of products that I haven't used in forever. I could definitely do another 1, another 2. another 3, 4, 5 of these because there's so many products that I just don't regularly reach for, and I need to figure out how I can incorporate them into my routine. This is still getting hotter. It's really quite painful. Right, I'm just going to quickly finish. So I will leave a comment in the description box down below what my overall thoughts for each of these products are by the end of today. Obviously it is like, I mean, it's 4:45 now. I've been filming for an hour, but the concealer still looks fine. The blush palette, I'm definitely going to keep reaching for that more. The highlighter is pretty. The contour stick, I'm just going to try and use through that contour shade. The highlight shade, I'm obviously not going to use. The eyeshadow palette, I definitely want to try and use more. I know I said that in a video ages ago when I was talking about my eyeshadow palettes, but I really do. It's such a beautiful palette, and I really like Soph's videos, so I want to try and use that palette more. The mascara, absolutely, I love that. The eyebrow pencil, also really liked that. I liked the more warm undertone, which I didn't think I would. I'm just not sure on this lip crayon. It is burning. Maybe just if I used a smaller amount. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I did put quite a lot on. So I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to finish this video and I'm going to see if I can handle this lip crayon for very much longer. And I will leave in the comment section down below what my overall thoughts were on that. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye.